subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. Tropical Storm Douglas is intensifying through the eastern Pacific right now. As it approaches the 140-degree west barrier that separates the east and central areas under the National Hurricane Center's information at least, it's at 12.1 north, 125.4 west, with current wind speed of 65 miles per hour, that's 105 kilometers per hour, pressure of 998 millibars. Moving west at 14 miles per hour right now, a CDPS stage 1. Which is the lowest out of the 10-tiered scale, and we're looking at Naalehu on July 27th for a potential landfall location. Models suggesting that there is a chance that it could make landfall on the Big Island of Hawaii, possibly as a mid-range tropical storm. Too early to say yet though. Here it is right now, the current location. 65 miles an hour, 998 millibars, as I said before, as of 11 a.m. Hawaiian time, this July 21st. It's currently 2,035 miles from Hilo, 2107 from Maui, 2158 from Molokai, 2233 from Honolulu, and 2334 miles away from Kauai. So it's quite a far away at this point, but it will arrive in Hawaii or make its closest pass in around 6 or 7 days. Maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, backed up by the NOAA ADT and of course the National Hurricane Center's latest update. Other sources there going lower, but I wouldn't put much stock into that considering the storm's appearance. Latest National Hurricane Center track map takes the storm very close to Hawaii, the cone almost over the island on day 5. That's Sunday at 8 a.m. there, that last point on the National Hurricane Center's chart. They expect it to become a hurricane over the next few days. In fact, every point in the next 4 days there calls for hurricane status and possibly a Category 2 peak. Personally not really seeing that just yet, but notoriously in the Eastern Pacific we can lowball rapidly intensifying storms because they're very hard to predict. This is what the GFS is putting out right now, the model run. You can see the storm's moisture plume from its initial position on the right hand side moving up towards the left there. Day 5, Day 6 passing just south of the Big Island of Hawaii, but you'd certainly feel its influence looking through it again there. You can see the remnants of the previous tropical depression 7E moving along there, just passing south of Hawaii now, and behind it you've got Douglas there, a hurricane, and then starting to weaken as it approaches the Hawaiian Islands, and there it is again, just passing south with winds of around 50 or 60 miles per hour. Current sea surface temperatures then are pretty warm at the storm's current latitude, around 81-82 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 28 Celsius. Towards the Hawaiian Islands it will cool to around 25. And looking at the wind field, this is probably the most important graphic. You can see generally a somewhat small storm is Douglas, but you can see there the yellows, hurricane strength at the peak there, possibly Category 2 as mentioned before. It wouldn't be too much of a stretch, but you can see there the tropical storm force winds influencing the conditions there around the southern islands of Hawaii. So looking at the models, all of them together there, you can see the HMON and the HWRF going out on a limb there at Category 3. Wind shear will be dropping, so its prime time will be around the 23rd, 24th of July. Sea surface temperatures will be very warm up until the end of the 23rd, and relative humidity is looking good on the 22nd into the 23rd as well. And the track forecast is pretty close-knit there on the left-hand side. So here's the latest satellite imagery of the storm right now. It's been looking pretty good for a while. Yesterday we saw it intensify rather quickly from a standing start. The National Hurricane Center couldn't keep up initially actually, but there it is, moving just so slightly south of west at this point. You'd be looking more towards a westward motion now, and then northwest in the next 24 hours if it's going to go on its current projection towards the Hawaiian Islands. If it does continue south of there though, it should miss. That's all for now. We'll have another update on this storm's progress tomorrow. Check out our new look cyclone tracker on the Force 13 website for the latest up-to-date information. You can also find us, of course, on our YouTube channel, search Force 13, and also on Facebook and Twitter, Force 13 at Force 13 on Twitter for the latest updates. You can also help the project become even better by becoming an ultimate fan on YouTube. To see the full list of Ultimate Fan benefits and to join, visit youtube.com/force13/join. With a special thanks to our top supporters this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colours wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.